Live at 5.
I can't even walk around the block without getting super short of breath with the haze and the smoke outside.
The smoke from wildfires is lingering, and it's causing major problems for some. Plus, the drought we're in is hitting farmers hard. Now Minnesota's governor is hoping to help. And later,
this has the potential to reduce child poverty in the same way that the Social Security reduced poverty for the elderly.
Today, millions of families received the first installment of a child tax credit, which is part of the American Rescue Plan.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. We are taking a live look towards Lake Superior from Spirit Mountain. And if you've looked outside any time in the last week, you've probably seen that hazy sky, which is caused by fires north of the border. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. That haze has been causing problems for people with health conditions like asthma and COPD. CBS3's Quinn Gorham explains the problems this type of haze can create.
That's right, that poor air quality, you can see it in the buildings and the hills behind me here. The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency, the MPCA, issued an alert for the entire part of northeast Minnesota starting on Wednesday. The MPCA says sensitive groups should limit their exposure to the air pollution as much as possible. Those sensitive groups can be anyone from people with heart disease or respiratory conditions to young children and the elderly. They advise that everyone, regardless of their health, should watch their physical activity and listen to their bodies when the air quality is bad. The air quality is affecting people all over, like Jolene Eaton, an RN in Duluth who struggles with asthma, especially when the air is bad.
I love to go to the beach. I love to go on walks, take my dogs on walks, because they love to get outside. But I can't even walk around the block without getting super short of breath with the haze and the smoke outside.
The MPCA says anyone who has health conditions and is experiencing problems such as shortness of breath, wheezing, or fatigue should be ready to use an inhaler as directed by your local healthcare provider. The air quality alert is expected to end on Friday morning, that is, but we could see haze as much as, or as late into next week.
All right, thank you, Quinn. Well, right now, crews are responding to a fire at an Iron Range mine. The Cleveland Cliffs-owned United Taconite facility is located off of Town Line Road near Forbes. According to the Eveleth Fire Department, they have responded to the call along with several other departments from the area. At this time, we do not know what exactly is on fire or if there have been any injuries. This is a developing story. We'll bring you the latest information as it becomes available. We're learning new details into just how much damage was done last week during a fire in downtown Virginia. Authorities say the fire caused about $1 million in structural and economic damage. You'll remember that massive fire started on a building's second floor on Chestnut Street Friday. The fire impacted 6 businesses. 5 of them are now cleaning up and trying to reopen. 3 adults are now without a home and 1 cat died in the fire. We're learning 1 firefighter reported a possible back injury. Now, the cause of the fire right now is listed as undetermined. Minnesota's governor is asking for emergency help for Minnesota farmers and ranchers impacted by the worsening drought. In a letter to the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wednesday, Governor Tim Walz requested farmers be allowed emergency grazing and haying on land that's been set aside for conservation. Walz says the move could help farmers feed their livestock. If not, farmers could be forced to sell animals or purchase hay to haul in. No word on when the governor could hear back. Moving to politics, we are taking a live look now at the White House. Millions of working families have now started receiving their first installment of the increased child tax credit today. The monthly payment is part of the American Rescue Plan that Congress passed in March. Elise Preston tells us how it works.
Payments for nearly 60 million children, totaling $15 billion, went out today. President Biden says the increased child tax credit will give working families some breathing room and halve child poverty rates in America.
This has the potential to reduce child poverty in the same way that the Social Security reduced poverty for the elderly.
The monthly payments will help more families right away, like mother of two Evelyn Mitchell Irby. The Memphis real estate agent temporarily stopped working to battle breast cancer.
Just taking the time off and the recuperation and things like that, not to mention just the mental struggle.
The child tax credit is up from $2,000 to $3,600 for kids under 6 and $3,000 for older children. Half the money will be paid out over 6 months. Parents will have to claim the rest on their tax returns, and families have to make under a certain amount to qualify. For a married couple filing jointly, that's $150,000 or less. The IRS will send out money based on last year's tax return. So people who started making more money this year and no longer qualify for the credit need to go to irs.gov and opt out.
Because if you get it and you don't qualify, you have to pay back that money to Uncle Sam next tax season.
Mitchell Irby is now cancer-free and working again, but the extra money is welcome after months of lost wages.
Everything has increased, so at least being able to help put a dent in some of those bills will be great.
A financial boost helping her move forward as she puts the past year behind her. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Families that make no income will also receive the credit. Parents can go to the IRS Child Credit Portal for more information. We are about 2 weeks out from the nation's ban on evictions coming to an end. And while some states have their own renter protections in place, others, like Wisconsin, don't. That's left thousands of renters in the Badger State worried they could lose their homes at the end of the month. The Wisconsin Department of Administration has funneled millions of dollars in federal pandemic rental aid to struggling tenants. Though more assistance is available, about 16,000 Wisconsin residents who responded to a survey said they're worried they could be evicted. On the Minnesota side, some renter protections are expected to stay in place for another year. Legislative leaders announced an agreement that would offer protections and timelines for people to secure rental assistance, which is paid directly to landlords. Hundreds of thousands of Michigan residents are being told to update their pandemic-related unemployment accounts. More than 600,000 residents must reapply for the funding. The state says some eligibility requirements approved months ago were wrong. Michigan has been paying an extra $300 a week in federal aid to the jobless who qualify on top of maximum state benefits of $362. An attorney with the Workers' Rights Clinic says many people receiving letters are already back to work. Wisconsin's governor is allocating millions of dollars to help with the worker shortage problem. Governor Tony Evers announced $130 million in federal pandemic relief funds to address that issue and assist unemployed people searching for a job. $100 million of that will go toward Workforce Innovation Program. Another $20 million will go to a worker advancement initiative, and $10 million would go to a program that provides workforce career coaches to help people find jobs. Dave joins us now for a first check of the weather. Boy, that live cam we took right off the top, sure hazy out there.
Yeah, it's hazy just about everywhere in Minnesota, and it's creeping into Wisconsin and towards the UP as well. But hopefully it goes away at some point tomorrow. This is a live look up towards Effie, and the sky is indeed gray as those persistent fires in Canada continue to send their smoke to our region via a northerly wind. But tomorrow, we're hoping the wind becomes southerly as that high migrates and its backside starts to push the south wind into our region. The price to pay, though, for the change in the wind direction will be an increase in heat. We're going to be pretty toasty for the weekend. There goes our last low pressure system for a long time. Big dry spell is coming our way. Tonight and tomorrow, that dry spell is here for the most part. Thursday night, partly cloudy, 55. Friday, 84 and mostly sunny. Hazy, especially in Minnesota, at least to start the day. Slight chance for rain for border country tomorrow, driven by the heat of the day. And that's about it then for Precip this week. We'll talk about the extended forecast in more detail, of course, coming up in just a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, why one Hibbing Community College says paying for textbooks is a thing of the past, and why you may see more sandcastles on Park Point this week. Stay tuned. City by City is up next.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki. And weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. CBS3 News is brought to you by Ralph Eye Care Specialists. For
For 6 days only, Home Furniture has put everything on sale, and you can finance for 6 years with no money down and no minimum purchase. 6 days of savings, 6 years special financing. The 646 sale, only at Home Furniture.
Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Play It Again Sports carries the largest selection of both new and quality used ice hockey equipment, skates, sticks, and goalie gear you need to play the game. With lacrosse being the fastest growing sport in the Northland, trust their knowledgeable staff to outfit you with the right equipment at the right price. Play It Again Sports, Duluth and Superior.
Your family traditions, culture, and stories are your legacy. So is your health history. Join the All of Us research program and share your health information. Through research, your legacy can help build a healthier future for all of us.
It's the extreme deal of the day. Call now and get fast internet for less than $20 a month. If you ever thought about switching internet providers, the time to do it is now. For a limited time, you can get Access Internet 60 with speeds up to 60 meg and in-home Wi-Fi for only $19.99 a month for 1 year. Plus, there's no contract to sign. This is your chance to get real high-speed internet without the high price. Call 855-330-4175 today.
Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show! This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart? The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Breaking news, original reporting, and the good things in life. Join Jeff Glore, Dana Jacobson, and Michelle Miller on CBS This Morning, Saturday.
Test rest, then buy a famous purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express. Plus, get no money down, 6-year financing with free delivery, free setup, and a 120-day guarantee. It's so science-y. The famous purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. We are taking a live look towards Park Point. And just a heads up, in a little more than an hour, the 2021 Park Point 5-miler and 2-mile walk will start on the other side of Duluth's aerial lift bridge. And due to the race, Minnesota Avenue will be closed to traffic between 22nd Avenue and the Beach House from 6 to 7:45 tonight. Celebrating Lake Superior Day with a bash on Barker's Island and getting a degree without textbook costs could be a reality in Hibbing. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Lake Superior is the cleanest, coldest, and clearest of the Great Lakes, and this Sunday has been designated Lake Superior Day in all 3 states surrounding the Big Lake. You can join the Lake Superior National Research Reserve on Barker's Island in Superior for a big celebration bash this Sunday. The gathering will include live music, stand-up paddleboarding, and free interactive games for the whole family. There is no fee to enter, and the event starts at 11 a.m. and it runs through 3 p.m. this Sunday. For the complete list of bands and event times, you can head to our website, click the community tab, and then city by city. Moving to Park Point and looking ahead to next week, you may see more sand castles on the beach. This is the first event of Duluth's annual Water Safety Week. Starting Monday, July 19th, you can make a sand creation anywhere along the beach. Once you finish your sand masterpiece, post it to your social media for your chance to win a prize. The city added if you need building supplies, you can find them at the Park Point Beach House. They ask you to return them once you're done. The city will announce winners on Monday, July 26th. And on the Iron Range, the Hibbing Community College just announced a new degree known as Zero Cost Textbook Degree, or a Z degree. A Z degree uses open educational resources such as high-quality online textbooks, giving students a chance to graduate with zero textbook costs. This fall, HCC will offer more than 50 distinct zero textbook cost courses for the Associate of Arts program. In addition, HCC added anyone could take Z degree classes as long as all prerequisites for the selected class are met. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, today the deck was full of good pups preparing for the Duluth Kennel Club Dog Show. We'll take you inside day 1 next.
After a brief break from the warmth yesterday, temperatures are back to warmer than normal. High temp 81 at Duluth Airport. The normal is 78. We could be approaching 90 for the weekend, and rain, except for a slight chance for some folks tomorrow. It's about all we're going to get now for the next week, maybe even longer. We'll talk about rain theories coming up after our break.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here, and if you're on Medicare, this is important. You're now entitled to eliminate copays and get dental care, dentures, eyeglasses, prescription coverage, in-home aids, unlimited transportation, and home-delivered meals, all at no additional cost. Plus, your zip code may have coverage with the Give Back benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. Look, with the uncertainty of the virus and vaccines, you need to get everything you're entitled to. Here's the bottom line. Call to get significant benefits at no additional cost and see if your zip code has coverage with the Give Back benefit. Millions of people have trusted the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You can too. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-916-5591. That's 1-800-916-5591 now.
As an Appleton pediatrician, I'm not just treating patients, I'm taking care of my neighbors. Through bad colds and broken bones, I'm always on their side when things get tough. So when you ask me, as a Wisconsin pediatrician, do I trust the COVID-19 vaccine? My answer is yes. The COVID-19 vaccines safely protect kids ages 12 and up, and getting it is important. Ask your child's doctor what they think.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Order your 2022 Polaris snowmobile now from Duluth Lawn and Sports.
An innovative program created by police and residential services for foster homes.
We give you an inside look at the Duluth Kennel Club Dog Show.
Our last rain chance is past. I'll talk about how long a dry spell will last.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
The air quality alert continues to be the big topic of discussion around the region here. A lot of smoke coming in from Canada from those wildland fires in parts of Manitoba, even Ontario. And you can see it in Wisconsin and Michigan, but it's most effective closest to the ground in Minnesota. So air quality alert stays in effect until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then hopefully a shift in the winds will blow the problem back up north, and things will ease up for folks around our area. Again, the price to pay for a clearer sky will be warmer temperatures. So we could go back towards mostly sunny with no haze by Saturday, Sunday, but temperatures in turn could go up towards 90. First, we talk about the current temperature, though, before we get into the forecast. And we're looking at the current stats coming in from Duluth International Airport. It's 79 degrees there. Relative humidity is 42%. South wind is already starting to arrive. It's going 7 miles per hour. But since it's going so slowly, it's going to take a while to push that smoke back. That's why we're still facing that trouble with the air quality alert, at least until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Air pressure 30 inches even, 1,016 millibars. Higher pressures coming in now to increase the sky conditions towards mostly sunny for pretty much all of the week ahead. Just one slight rain chance tomorrow afternoon, which I'll talk about after this quick look at the current temps. Upper Peninsula, 75 degrees for just about every town. In Wisconsin, anywhere from 73 to 80. Ashland is the hot spot. Superior, as always, or as often, in the middle at 80 degrees. 81 for Moose Lake, a little cooler Cloquet. North Shore numbers anywhere from 67 to 79. Iron Range numbers are running about 79 to 81. And Border Country, International Falls being the farthest away from the moderating effect of Lake Superior, gets to be the warmest in the summertime. That holds true today, current reading 84 degrees. All right, we take a look at what's coming up. That higher pressure will try to cool us down a little bit tonight, but it won't be overly successful at it. And bottom line is that high pressure keeps warmer, mild to warm conditions coming. By the lake, maybe 75 to 80, 80 to 84 possible inland. And it stays warm and mostly sunny through the weekend because of this persistent high pressure system that's going to be with us for at least a week. Well, let's take a look at that week now with our extended forecast. Tonight, Minnesota low temps will be in the 50s. Thunderstorms vaguely possible near the border. That is the place that might see a little bit of action. I don't think Wisconsin or Michigan still faces any trouble with those showers or storms. That was last night. For tomorrow, Wisconsin, Michigan highs could be into the mid-80s with a mostly sunny sky. And towards Minnesota, 20% chance for borderland rain keeps that threat going for the precip. And again, that's probably the only place that'll see even a tiny chance for rain for the next week. After that, we all dry up and stay in the 80s for our temperatures. So on that note, here is the extended forecast. And once we get into Saturday and Sunday, upper 80s, even here in the Twin Ports. Monday, topping up towards 90 degrees, then moderating just a little bit, but still warmer than normal Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So bottom line here is for the next week, our high temps should run 84 to 90, low temps near 60, and dry as a bone, despite the fact that we need a lot of rain.
We sure do. Thanks, Dave. The Duluth Kennel Club Dog Show is back at the deck this year after being canceled due to the pandemic. Now, dogs and owners are getting ready for competition. CBS3's Emma Quinn gives us an inside look as day one of the competition kicks off.
Over 150 breeds of dogs are competing at the Duluth Kennel Club All Breeds Dog Show this weekend. The competition takes place over 4 days and is a process of elimination. Dogs are judged based on breed standards that can include how they walk, stand, and their fur coats. Judges say every breed is different, so the standards can vary. Many who take part say at the end of the day, the shows are about sharing the love for dogs.
Good boy. We meet so many people from all walks of life, from young to old, and they all have different backgrounds, so it's really a melting pot at the dog show world.
All who are taking part in this weekend show say it feels great to be back after the pandemic. Event organizers say they had to make changes to plans after the deck had an ammonia leak earlier this week. They say it didn't cause too many problems.
All right, thank you, Emma. Admission is free to this year's show. For more information and times of the competitions, you can find a link on our website. Well, back on Tuesday, we watched a Hibbing Police Canine advance in a nationally televised competition. Now the team is using that success to better their community. After Canine Chase and his handler, Officer Joey Burns, won their episode of America's Top Dog on A&E, they were able to donate $5,000 to the Range Regional Animal Rescue. The duo hopes the money will help with any immediate needs the group may have. Chase and Burns also took home $10,000 for themselves. The city is already planning another watch party for the Top Dog season finale on August 10th. You can find those updates on the police department's Facebook page. Well, it's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing. Meet Mrs. Hyde, or Hyde for short. She is a 3-year-old domestic short-haired cat with quite the personality. Hyde is a sweet girl, but like a lot of cats, she definitely has her sassy side that makes her very independent. Mrs. Hyde is looking to be the only pet at her forever home. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Hyde, then you can call the number on your screen. And don't forget, Range Regional Animal Rescue's upcoming birthday party on August 1st, and their rummage sale has now been extended to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday due to the number of donations they have received. Still to come, everyone loves a tasty cupcake, but how about a cupcake that not only tastes good, but helps better the community? We'll have the sweet details next.
Medicare Decomplicated, brought to you by UCare. Question, can I keep my doctor with a UCare Medicare plan? Yes. With 96% of all Minnesota providers in our network, it's more than likely you can keep your doctor. See? Decomplicated.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
Good boy. You're such a good boy.
I think it's time we got a dog.
But my landlord won't let me have pets.
I've got an idea about that, too.
You've got big dreams and a bold imagination. Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Be smart. Be active. Be confident. Vision Pro Optical is here for you, specializing in eye exams, glasses, contacts, and billing your insurance. Serving the Northland for more than 30 years with you as our focus. Visit visionprooptical.com for hours and location details. Vision Pro Optical. Be and be seen.
Is being challenged by DFL.
The race is on. Learn how Berkey 2021
is it safe to be ice fishing on Lake Superior?
New funding is bringing more mental health resources.
Dave Anderson.
How a popular new recreational area is allowed.
Hear how one vaccination clinic in West Duluth is focusing
into the COVID-19 pandemic, and food insecurity is still
new year, new ownership.
To stay up to date with the news and weather that impacts you and your community, join us weekdays for CBS3 Live at 5.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear. Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community, and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers get paid training to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. Army National Guard soldiers are learning skills that can set them up for success with companies looking to hire the best.
The Army National Guard basically built my resume for me.
Find out how you can learn a trade and serve part-time for your community and country by visiting nationalguard.com.
Medicare Decomplicated, brought to you by UCare. Question, how much does a Medicare plan cost? $0. That's where they start with UCare Medicare Advantage plans. There's a plan for everyone with a range of benefits and costs. See? Decomplicated.
A Duluth nonprofit hosted a big fundraiser today to help them fight sexual violence. The Program for Aid to Victims of Sexual Assault, or PAVSA, held its annual barbecue and cupcake sale. PAVSA offers free prevention programs to survivors of domestic and sexual violence. They have seen an uptick in demand since the pandemic started. Executive Director Sarah Nimi says this topic is hard for people to discuss, but she hopes today's event can keep the conversation lighthearted.
This is like a real tangible way people can show up for survivors in the community, and so I think that's why it's really important.
The event sold all 1,200 cupcakes last year, so they upped the supply to 1,500 this year. No word yet on just how much they raised today.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, what our very own viewers did to help one man's amazing mission to fix up cars and give them away for free. We've got that and more news tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 Closed Captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
For 6 days only, Home Furniture has put everything on sale, and you can finance for 6 years with no money down and no minimum purchase. 6 days of savings, 6 years special financing. The 646 sale, only at Home Furniture.
Just like gray hair, cataracts are a common side effect of aging. A cataract is the natural clouding of the lens inside the eye. At Ralph Eye Care Specialists, our board-certified ophthalmologists offer cataract surgery to help you see better longer. Our team will work with you to create a pleasant surgical experience and a great surgical result. Call now to learn more about cataract surgery and to schedule a cataract evaluation at Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCoppel, weekday mornings on CBS.
The Royal Enfield Bullet was designed in 1955 and not updated until 2008. It takes an experienced hand to keep one running. I've ridden in the rain and the snow, but prefer not to. That's why motorcycles and meteorology go together so well. It also takes an experienced hand to make an accurate riding forecast. As our region's longest-serving meteorologist, I think I have the touch needed to get it right.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and 10.
Right now at Home Seasonal Concepts, get special 6-year financing with no money down, no minimum purchase on the largest selection of outdoor furnishings, like this Loft 21 5-piece dining set for just $13.99. 6-year special financing, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Friday Eve. Let's take a look back at today's top story and we'll see what's coming up tonight at 6. Haze from wildfires north of the border have been causing problems for people with health conditions like asthma and COPD. According to the MPCA, sensitive groups should limit their exposure to the air pollution as much as possible. That can be anyone from people with heart disease or respiratory conditions to young children and the elderly. And coming up tonight on the CBS3 News at 6, a new center opened its doors for the first time today, intending to fill the void of mental health care in the region. We'll take you to Chisholm tonight, where Northern Tranquility Mental Health was open for its first day of business. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.